Welcome, welcome everyone. My name is Emily Gear. I'm a transformative energy healer and multidimensional channel. I am here with your weekly energy report that I am going to do. The cards are already flying. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys also for your subscribes and likes and shares and comments. Definitely love reading your comments. I'm working with new equipment, so I apologize if it is out of focus or if I forget to look at the camera because it's in a different spot than usual. So we will, I'm sure, figure out the bugs over time. So I also don't know if this is going to focus on the tarot cards like I usually like for it to do. So we shall see. But let's get an idea of what energy is coming up for us this coming week, what we can expect, what is coming in for us, etc. Still shuffling, sorry. Sure you can hear it in this brand new microphone. Shocker. My dog decided he absolutely had to go outside as soon as I started shuffling, so I apologize for that slight break. He also decided he wanted to play around outside as soon as I let him out, so that took a little longer than I'd hoped. Anyway, we're back and shuffling for the energies of this coming week, please. All right, we've got the Four of Swords. I'm going to attempt to show you these, but I can see right now they're not focusing. Got some work to do to figure this camera out. The Princess of Cups and the High Priestess. So, I feel like this is a week of kind of holding steady. It's almost like you kind of know what's coming up. You probably feel a really positive expectation or in the state of expectancy about what's coming up. Like, we don't want to have expectations necessarily, but we do want to be open to the possibility of that which we are trying to manifest, or something better. As I always say, always add or something better on there, so to give the universe like space to work in, essentially. I feel like it might not literally be happening for you this week. Like, this is almost like a state of holding, a state of keeping the intention alive, holding it within the heart is the word or the words I'm hearing, and holding it with unconditional love, but continuing to hold it within. And in this way, it's almost like an offering to the universe to allow it to come to fruition in the highest and best way. You personally are not necessarily taking action on it. The universe is not necessarily delivering this week, but it's all about holding that highest intention and holding it in unconditional love. All right. We've got the Tower with Death and the Four of Wands. So, I'm so annoyed that these are not focusing. These cards are amazing, at least in my opinion. So the Tower with Death and the Four of Wands. I kind of feel like this is reiterating this like unbelievably transformative energy we have just come through. I feel like everything is quite different from here on out. There's a new level of stability. It could be that what you considered your stability before has been completely rearranged for some of you. For others of you, it might actually be a literal like house move or something that has happened, or literal like family dynamic change that has taken place. I'm feeling some of that. But for others of you, it's like the way that you exist in 3D in this dimension has changed. Okay? Because I'm actually feeling the Four of Wands in this case as the physical body, the embodiment of your soul in this dimension. And so that has changed drastically. You are on path and on track for what it is you have been manifesting, what it is you have been trying to aim for. If the word manifesting doesn't really suit you, you do have to hold it. Okay, so they're really trying to emphasize what they mean by holding this in your heart or holding this within. It's they want you to really focus upon the deep inner knowing that the highest and best good will happen, and release any attachment to the results. Release any attachment to how it happens, or any of the details. And I know this sounds easy to say, but it kind of is a mastery of the emotions, believe it or not, because it comes down to when we really try to grab onto and control the details, it's usually out of anxiety. And so we're being asked to kind of step into this sort of more detached meditative state about this while continuing to hold it within our hearts. Okay, so that's like the difference between obsessing over something and allowing it to sort of exist in 5D and giving it up to the control of the universe. If that makes any sense. And accepting the outcome for what it will be, knowing that it will be the highest and best good. And you need to keep yourself suspended. They're showing me it's like suspended in that space, okay? Because when you dip down out of that space, it begins to push and pull on that attempted manifestation and actually pushes it away from pushes you away from your target, if that makes some sense. All right, what else is coming out? I just had the Magician come out. So I feel like that's a really potent embodiment of the energy we're talking about, is this Magician energy. Because he is creating his own reality by his mastery of the energies, all the energies, okay? In the reverse, the Magician can be manipulative, which is what it kind of boils down to when we try to have too much control over it. But in the upright, for me right now, it feels like mastery. What else is coming through for this week, please? Five of Swords and Six of Wands. So I've just heard end to conflict. Whatever conflict you've been going through, there's some kind of foreseeable conclusion, and this will be again the highest and best good of all, which is a victory in itself. So I'm definitely feeling the situation that there may have to be a compromise of sorts. That victory in this sense isn't winner take all, but it is still winning, and it's winning for all sides because the highest and best good is done. So whatever that situation might be for you, just apply that to whatever that resonates for. Okay, this is a big chunk of cards, so I'm going to read this as best as I can. Princess of Wands with the Queen of Wands. Eight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Prince of Cups. Three Wands. Justice. Princess of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right. So what's immediately coming up for me is this kind of empowered, focused intention. It's being suspended within the heart space, right? The most magnetic part of your energetic body. God, sorry. Is really bringing about a very swift reordering of your physical world. It's a new beginning, of course. It's the Ace of Pentacles here, but it has a lot to do, I feel like, with it's almost like this is the abundant dream, whatever this is. And with the Eight of Wands, with the Queen of Wands, the Princess of Wands, all that feels like the rushing in of these energies, which are here to create that powerfully and masterfully manifested dream. So what I feel like is that it's not maybe manifesting in the physical this week, but it is this instruction that they've just given you, which allows this energy to... Sorry, I just needed to make sure that was still recording. Which allows this energy to take root in the physical. Then we have the Prince of Cups with the Three of Wands, the Justice card, the Princess of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. And so what I feel like here is, for a lot of you, there are relationship goals that you've had. I know that's on like memes, but I really and truly mean like manifesting a particular relationship, clearing some of the blockages in particular relationships, healing from relationships. I'm also being reminded of another channel message I received earlier where they said, where are you? Let's see, what did they say? Where are you not choosing you? And so it's almost like that most important relationship is one of the major things that we need to be looking at right now, and making sure that we are taking care of, and really giving attention to, and really providing ourselves with the same amount of focus that we provide when we are focused on fixing a relationship with another person, if that makes sense. So it's like if the other person for some reason is not choosing you, or not, whatever, or situation, organization, friendship, whatever, if that person is not choosing you, where are you not choosing you? That is kind of like where they keep driving me down to. And that is one of the most important checks and balances, like weights, as I look at this Justice card, that we can focus on when considering the ways in which our relationships need to heal at this time. Okay, and all of this is coming out of the Prince of Cups with the Three of Wands and the Justice card right now. There is more healing to be done. There are more things to be released. There are more things to be removed. And I believe that is coming forward in the very short term. There is a little bit of time that it will take, though, with the Seven of Pentacles here. And it's in this card is depicted like a huge ox carrying a little boy and an elderly grandfather or something, and all of these pentacles. I apologize. Now another one of my dogs thinks he needs to go out immediately. He's going to have to wait, but his little toenails are like tiptoeing. So, speaking of waiting, my feeling is that it's like we're going to carry this burden, this it's a light burden. It's a child. The child is on the back of the ox in the card. We're gonna have to continue like this for a short time. While some more, I'm feeling like more communication needs to happen, more grievances need to be aired, more loving gestures may need to be made. There is more that needs to be laid out on the table between you. If we're talking about a romantic relationship, if we're talking about friendships, organizations, jobs, there is still more to be laid out, more truth to be spoken or uncovered, okay? They're pointing me back to the high priestess that we began with. And so there is your truth that needs to be uncovered because it is within and it's deep within. And yet through that process with the Three of Wands here and the Prince of Cups and the Justice card, I do feel like this is the process of bringing this relationship or partnership or whatever into physical reality, okay? Into this Ace of Pentacles energy. So whatever it is you're trying to manifest, this seems to want to focus a little bit on relationships, but also I'm feeling like there are some things like jobs and income and abundance and creative projects and things like that coming up here. All of that is coming in. But it's important to hold that suspended, purest truth internally at this time to allow the universe the space to work in. It's important for us to keep our own energy clear, to continue to clear things as the triggers come up, so that we're really releasing them and not burying them. And that is clearing the way. That is the process of allowing this manifestation to happen. Even though it's going to feel like it's a sideline process, right? It's going to feel like it's actually distracting, but it's not. This is the thing. This is the thing that you need to do in order to manifest what you're working for, okay? I'm going to end it there. I hope that that was helpful for you guys. I welcome your comments, and I want to thank you guys for all your subscribes and shares. If you would like a private reading or energy healing or Akashic Records consultation, any of those things with me, you can do that on my website. You can schedule that on my website, which is IamEmilyGear.com. Okay, guys? So this week, look for element readings. I am still exhausted from all the energies and all the shifting and all the injuries. If you saw my previous channeled message from a few minutes ago. So I am taking it a little bit easier this week. So I will be doing 4 messages, one for the water signs, one for the fire signs, one for the earth signs, and one for the air signs, and probably extendeds on each of those, okay? And I hope to return to the regular schedule the following week, but I'm going to go with the flow and really honor myself, and I'm going to choose myself first. All right? Okay, guys, love you so much. Thank you for being here, and talk to you soon. Bye.